Namaste everyone, my name is Natalie and welcome to Mental Health Week Expo. Before we start our meditation workshop, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and recognize the continuing connection to land, waters and culture, and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. So welcome, and this workshop, it's basically a transform your life with meditation workshop. So today we'll be looking at different techniques that we can apply into our daily lives to have a more peaceful mind, to be more relaxed, and to also have a little bit of understanding about the nature of the mind. Because as you all know, the mind can be quite turbulent as the wind, and there is a need to be able to have more control over the mind's activities. So today we'll be looking at a few techniques. One is we're going to focus on the breath first, because the breath is actually a really important aspect of our life. By breathing deeply, because a lot of the times most of us just breathe only into this upper area, but if we learn to breathe deeply, that would help to calm the nervous system, relax both body and mind. And in that way, when the mind is relaxed, we're able to have more clarity and more focus in our lives. So we'll be looking at the breathing techniques, silent witness meditation, mindfulness meditation, and then we'll also finish the workshop off with some kirtan meditation. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this session. So we want to find a nice, comfortable sitting position. Make sure that you find a space in your home, wherever it may be, where you're actually free from distraction and where you're able to really go internal and focus, take that time out for yourself. So we're going to start by doing some breath work. If you just want to sit up nice and tall, we want to get this length through the spine. So just imagine you've got like this string on the tip of your head just lifting you up. So creating a nice long spine, and then just drawing your shoulders up and back. And relaxing the hands down onto the knees. Now you can even bring the index finger and the thumb together into Chi Mudra and just gently placing it onto the knees. And I want you to begin to close the eyes softly. Relaxing the facial muscles completely. And relax this third eye point, which is situated between the eyebrows. Now part your teeth slightly so you keep this jaw area soft and relaxed, and then the upper palate of your mouth, the tip of the tongue touches that upper palate. So close the eyes and bring your awareness onto the breath. Just begin by observing that natural flow of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. So at this point in time, we're just simply observing and being aware of our breath and the quality of our breathing. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, drawn down away from the ears. and just breathing naturally. Breathing in and out via the nose. And just notice the different body parts in which the breath may come into contact with. We're going to move into what's called complete yoga breathing. We're going to section the lungs off into 3 parts: the abdomen, the rib cage, and the chest. We're going to isolate the breath into each individual parts, and then we're going to connect all 3 parts to make one complete yoga breath. Okay, so we're going to bring the hands onto the abdomen, and we're going to isolate the breath here. So as we inhale, take that breath all the way down to the base of your lungs. Feel that abdomen expand and rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, the abdomen relaxes as the navel draws in towards the spine. So just breathing in and out in this way. Inhale, the abdomen rises with the breath. And as you exhale, it relaxes. The navel draws in towards your spine. And just continue to breathe in this way, breathing in and out. One last breath here. Now we're going to bring the hands up. We're going to cross the arms over, place the hands on either sides of the rib cage, relax the shoulders down. We're going to isolate the breath into this rib cage area. Okay, so as we did before, breathe in via the nostrils and feel that rib cage expand and open up. And as you exhale, it naturally relaxes back into its position. Just breathing in and out. Inhale, the rib cage expands and rises. Exhale, it just softly falls back into its natural position. Focusing and isolating the breath into this rib cage area. One last breath here. And releasing the hands, we're going to place the thumbs underneath the armpits. The other fingers we spread out across the chest, and we're going to isolate the breath into the chest area. So on the inhalation, feel the chest rise with the breath. Exhale, it relaxes. breathing only into the chest area here. So you may notice that when you're breathing into the chest area, the breath is rather short and shallow and somewhat stressed, compared to when you're breathing into the abdomen, the breath is long and deep and relaxing. So we keep one hand onto the chest, the other one we bring down onto the abdomen. We're now going to connect all three parts of the lungs to make one complete yoga breath. So as we inhale, we take that breath down to the base of the lungs as that area expands, and then allow the breath to flow up to the rib cage as that opens up all the way up to chest. The chest gently rises, and as we exhale from the chest to the rib cage and ending it with a very gentle squeeze in the abdomen. That's one complete yoga breath. So breathing into the lower hand, let that breath flow all the way up to the top hand as we exhale from the top hand all the way down to the bottom. So the benefits of this complete yoga breathing is that it actually draws fresh chi or prana into the body, supplying fresh oxygen into the bloodstream, and it has a nice rejuvenating effect on the body and the mind. And it also calms and soothes the nervous system. So in that way, it helps the mind to be more grounded, more relaxed. So when you're comfortable with this breathing, you just return the hands back down onto the knees and continue to breathe deeply into those three areas. And the more that you practice this, you'll find that the breath becomes like a natural flow, just like, you know, the waves on the ocean as it washes into the shore and washes out. So continuing to breathe deeply. So now we're going to add a mantra to our breath. The mantra is Gauranga. The meaning of the mantra is the golden energy. Okay, so as we use a mantra, what it does is it helps to draw our mind away from the activities of the mind, whether it be, you know, stress and tension that we're holding on to, or even activities that we need to do. So the mantra means, man means mind, and tra means to draw away. So by using a mantra, helps to draw our mind away from those activities. So how we do this mantra breath work is when we inhale, we're going to quietly say the mantra in the mind. We're going to meditate upon that mantra. And then as we exhale, we'll say the mantra out loud for the full outward breath. The mantra is broken up into 4 syllables: Gaur, Ra, Ang, Ga. Okay, so we say that on the outward breath. So before we commence our Goranga breath work, let's just take 2 silent breaths together. Begin by exhaling completely. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Now this time we inhale. We're going to say the mantra quietly in the mind. Exhale out loud. Goranga. And we'll continue to do this several times. Inhale deeply. Feel that resonation through the throat, the chest, and even in the abdomen. Goranga. And just continue to do this in your own time. Two more times. Goranga. One last time. And just remain with the eyes closed still. Continue to meditate upon that mantra in the mind. And you may even notice the difference in how the mind has slowed down. And you're less distracted by the activities of the mind. So these simple techniques, breathing techniques with the complete yoga breathing and the mantra breath work, if we just take a few minutes out of our day to practice this, you'll find that it has like innumerable benefits in the way that it is able to bring you to a more calm state of mind, and you're able to focus better as well. So while the mind is quiet, I'm going to guide you through some silent witness and mindfulness meditation. So keep the face soft and relaxed, the shoulders drawn down towards the earth. And once more, just connect with your breath. So now I want you to breathe in and out in that nice rhythm. And just become aware of the gentle flow of the breath coming in and out. And just simply observe the breath in a detached way. You can even say to yourself, I'm watching my body breathe. I'm not the body. Just watch how your mind is a little aloof from the thinking process. Experience how you can watch the mind as a silent witness, as an observer, simply watching the passing parade of thoughts and emotions, different fears, anxieties, and images rises to the surface of the mind and then pass away. We are the observer of those thoughts and images, but we're aloof from them. We're aloof and detached from the mind. So now I want you to repeat this following meditation silently in the mind. I'm the silent witness. I make no efforts to think, but thoughts come automatically. I'm the silent witness of my mind's activities. I'm watching the thoughts flow through my mind, but I'm aloof from them. And just imagine yourself sitting on the bank of a stream, just watching the stream of water flow through. And in a similar way, watch the stream of thoughts flow through your mind. Experience how you are the viewer of this stream of thoughts. So don't go with the stream. Detach yourself and become undisturbed by the different thoughts, images, and emotions and feelings that are passing through the mind. There are times in our lives when it feels like we are walking through thick mud and everything is in hardship, while at other times life is like walking across flowery meadows where the sun is shining, the warmth on our skin, the breeze is refreshing. And sometimes everything is going our way for a while, and we feel confident that we know which path to take in life. And at other times, it feels like nothing is going our way, and we feel confused in which directions we should take in our life. So yoga is an enlightening path that helps us successfully travel the path of life itself. A path that offers a refuge from the storms of life. A path that enables us to integrate, harmonize, surcharge with deep meaning and purpose in every aspect of our life, even the seemingly mundane. So I want you to return your attention to your breath. And experience how you are not the mind. And in this practice of silent witness meditation, that you have learned to become an observer of the mind. You are not the mind. You are not your thoughts or your emotions or desires that appear in the mind. And by being able to step back from your mind, you don't need to react to or be overwhelmed or overcome by the thoughts and emotions and desires in your mind. In the space between stimulus and response, you have choices. So in life, when we're feeling a bit stressed, anxious, and even at times when we're feeling angry and upset where we're not able to control our emotions, this is a time when we need to step back, take a breath, and in that way, the choices that we make would be a better choice than if we made a choice reacting to a certain event or a certain activity. So when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes. Okay, so I hope you're actually more relaxed now, and you may even notice the difference in the way the mind feels and in the way the body feels. It's just like, a wave of calmness that's actually just washed over us. So these are really simple techniques that you can actually apply into your daily life, and it actually doesn't take that much time or energy. Just find that nice quiet space where we're undisturbed by family or by work, so it's a good time to do it, especially when we first wake up in the morning. It's a really mode of goodness time where everything is peaceful, everything is quiet, and in that way, when we cultivate this peacefulness and inner calm, the rest of our day will actually go really, really smoothly. I've been practicing this for over 14 years, and I can vouch that it's made a big, massive difference in my life on a personal level. And not only that, but it helps us to have better relationships with people, how we deal with people, how we react to situations, that all comes together, and through this process that we adopt daily, the more that we practice it, the more that we will experience that inner change within us. So we're going to move on to the last part, which is the kirtan meditation. It's my favorite form of meditation, and basically with kirtan, how it works is that it's a call and response. So I'll be using my harmonium to play, as well as mantras. The mantras we will use are Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur, Hari Bol. Okay, so really simple. The mantra actually has its own attractiveness to the mind and the consciousness. This attraction develops gradually. So, you know, in the beginning, you place your mind on the mantra by hearing it with your ears and saying it with your tongue. And, you know, because your mind hasn't yet developed that deep attraction for the mantras, it will start to shift away. But, you know, don't worry about that because it's natural. The mind has a tendency to always take us away to, you know, many different places here and there. But the thing is, when we become aware of that the mind has drifted off, just very gently draw it back and bring it back onto these mantras and just immerse the mind, the heart, and the entire being onto these mantras, yeah? In that way, you will feel like such a soothing and calming effect that these mantras have on us. So, sit back, get comfortable, like we've been doing, and we'll start our kirtan meditation. So we'll chant for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so it's a call and response, but please feel free to sing along with me at any time, and I will help you out for the first few, and then it's your turn to just completely immerse in these beautiful sacred sounds. The key thing is to rest your heart, your mind in it. These mantras, kirtan meditation, it's described as being like a pillow for the mind, a place where we can take rest and shelter from the storms of life, which we're always overwhelmed by. Okay, we'll try again. eyes closed. And just lengthen out through the spine once more. Take a couple of long, deep, relaxing breaths. And bringing the palms together, just rubbing it nice and firmly. Getting some warmth into those hands and softly placing it over the eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale out loud. Once more. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And very slowly just open your eyes behind the hands. Bring hands down to heart. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me. I hope that it's been of some benefit for you. Please try to apply it as regular as you can. If you can adopt a daily practice, that's wonderful. If you can't, if you don't have time, just make it any time of the day or any time of the week. Just commit to maybe just once a week and then gradually build up. And you will definitely feel that the effects that this meditation process has on the mind, it's amazing. And you'll find that, you know, we're able to have that inner peace and that inner happiness that we're all craving for. And especially, you know, being able to have more control over our actions, our reactions, and also having better relationships with people, living in harmony and having a more balanced lifestyle. So thank you again and enjoy the rest of the week's program. Thank you. Namaste.